So guys, I had already did my eyebrows off camera. So now I'm going to do like a very simple eyeshadow look. I actually want to do a wing liner. That's why I'm doing like a very simple eyeshadow look. It's been a long time, you guys. Sitting in front of the camera for me just feels like different. And I also have a different setting. I'm sitting on the other side of my room, just in case you're wondering. I wanted to talk about, what's this show? I wanted to talk about Makoti, Are You the One show. I think I did make a little bit of reference about the show some time ago, but I was just comparing it to my life, basically. But now I'm talking about the actual show, since I watched the part 1 of the reunion, I think last week. I think I watched the part 1 of the reunion. If you don't know where the show plays, it played on One Magic, and now it's on Mzansi Magic 161. It's about 4 couples that the female is, it's 4 couples that want to get married, but they want to make sure that the guy wants to make sure that the girl that they want to marry is approved by the family. So she goes and visits the family for 21 days and stays there, and they train her to be the perfect wife that they want, you know. And then at the end, they decide whether they want to continue with the lobola negotiations or with the wedding or whatever, you know. So I'm going to start with my least favorite couple, okay? And that's the, I don't know their surname, guys, but if you watch the show, you'd know the family that decided, the couple that decided that they don't want to film anymore. And I think of the 4 couples, it's the couple, the Xhosa family, I think. So first of all, I don't get how you decide not to film anymore out of the blue. Like, what does the contract say? Like doesn't the contract say that you have to film like on a whole season or something? But I was just annoyed by that at first. Like, why do you say you want to do something and then decide, oh no, we're not going to film? But I think in the reunion they do say that they decided not to film because I think the mom of the guy's mom got sick or something. I don't know. I don't remember. But that lady, her man, when they met. Oh, it's starting to rain. What? When they met at a hospital. The lady is a receptionist at the hospital, and the guy is a doctor. So now the lady was talking to her mother-in-law on some, you know, he is cheating, he's too friendly with the staff at the hospital that we work at. So the mom was like, yeah, that his dad was also the same, you know, you just need to you just need to be patient, Milu ubegezele, basically. And I'm just like, what? Do we still do that in 2022? Like, is that the advice that a mother-in-law is supposed to be giving? But it's typical. I feel like our parents still live according to like the olden days. I feel like they haven't evolved at all, even though we'd like them to. But that's not something that I'll be telling my daughter-in-law. And apart from that, why would I even allow my husband to be cheating and not leave or something? But anyways, I feel like she had like a very good mother-in-law, besides the whole like advices that she gave her. But it's typical. She's a very old lady. Like, what else could she have said? Like, she wasn't going to be like, no, leave my child or something, you know. I think she could see that her child is very much in love with her, and she wasn't going to be the one to be like, no, leave him or something. So that's when, like, and also I feel like moms who have boy child are very soft on their boy children. That's just what I feel, you know. But she overall had like a nice mother-in-law. Like, her mother-in-law drinks, like she'd literally be like, I'm getting a drink while we're busy cooking, and she'd be like, do you want one? And she'd be like, no. I think she was scared. I think she did say in her diaries that she was scared of, you know, drinking in front of her mother-in-law. But I'd be happy to have a mother-in-law like that, because I also like my drink when I'm doing something, you know. So yeah, that's the first couple that I least like. And the second least couple was I would say the Makoti family, the one that has Ugcina. But I don't not like them, but I feel like the sisters weren't treating Ugcina right. And also, I just didn't get how in 2022, as ladies, I thought we were being more independent and getting our own. But judging from the Makoti family, like, they all, the mother included and the sisters, all of them depend on the brother financially. And yeah, I didn't like that, because that's when argument starts, and that's when hate starts, when, you know, a bride comes into the family and she's like probably taking care, she's like taking what can I say, she is in charge of the finances of her husband, because at the end of the day it's her family now, you know. She's getting married, she needs to know what money goes in and what money comes out. And you get that the family had already gotten used to, you know, yeah, my brother pays for my child's school fees, he gives me an allowance and things like that. And then all of those things create problems, because when the wife comes and she's like, no, we need to give your sister 2,000 instead of 5,000, that's too much. And that's when, like, isn't as well as better, guys, because that's when the family starts to resent you on some, you can't just come and change things, this is how things were. And personally, I wouldn't want to deal with that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't want to deal with that at all. But Ugcina seems fine. She also seems like housewife material. She seems as though, like, the guy, who, I think his name is Usabelo or something, I don't remember, but her husband seems like he's like those provider type of guys. Those guys would be like, no, you stay at home, I'll bring like the bag and stuff, and I'll take care of you. So I think she's fine with that. If they're all okay with the arrangement of their marriage, then there's no problem. This rain is going to ruin my video, guys. If you hear it, I'm so sorry. I don't think I can film at another time. Hopefully, I'm going to start to speak louder so that you guys can hear me, and I'm also going to put some music when I edit this video, because there's nothing that I can do at this point. So another thing that another family that I hated the family, but I didn't hate the girl that was coming into that family, which is Ntombi. Yo, I hated that grandmother so much. Like, especially as a traditional healer myself, I feel like we should be people's peace. Like, we should be bringing the peace instead of creating the drama. And she has the nerve to call herself like a traditional healer, whereas she treats somebody else's child like that. Like, how can you call someone a reject just because they have a baby outside of their relationship, and your grandchild doesn't have a baby? Like, where do you get the nerve to call them a reject? Like, I get that in the olden days, yeah, like if you have a baby by someone, you were like called a reject or whatever the case might have been back then. But guys, this is like it's 2022. It's like decades and decades after. Like, we're still practicing the whole thing of, if you get a girl that doesn't have a child, and which like brings me back to something, right? So I was in a relationship with this guy, and this was when I had my baby. We were in a relationship, so sometimes his phone would, like, he was a guy who always lost his phone. Like, he'd always get drunk and lose his phone, right? So we'd always use his mom's phone to contact me and just tell me, because we were long distance, he'd contact me and tell me, no, I'm fine, just that I lost my phone, so you won't be able to contact me, but this is my mom's phone, so please call and use this number, right? So his mom knew about me, obviously, so it wasn't like a big thing. So this one time I'm speaking, I think that I'm speaking to him, but I think he had already gave his mom her phone by the time that I was replying to his text. Did this lady not tell me, like, yeah, why don't you go back to your baby daddy? My son isn't about to date someone's baby mama. Like, you're not about to ruin she said, you're not about to ruin my child by your silly mind or something like that. You're not about to ruin him. He has a bright future ahead of him. He's gonna get married and then he's gonna have his own babies. He's not about to raise another man's child. That's what she said to me. So I resonated a lot with Ntombi and the way they like treated her. Like, that's rude. Like, you can't do that. And the last family, my favorite family, is Sipho's family, which has Ulona as the bride. This rain is getting worse. Oh my god, we have to wrap this up. Ulona. So Sipho's family, in the beginning, I thought the mother-in-law didn't like Lona, but I think Lona herself, like, described the mother-in-law better for us to understand what type of a person she is. And she did say that her mother-in-law really loves her space, and you know, I relate to that because I'm also a person who loves my space. And I think for her, seeing someone come into her space, being the one that cleans for her, does things for her, especially taking into account that it was only like, how many of them? There's the sister, there's the cousin, and there's Sipho, you know, and then now there's this lady that just comes into our family to live with us. You know, for her, she I think after some time she adjusted to that, and yeah, man, everything was good, you know, because at the end, like, Lona, I think they really wanted her to fail, and she kept on. I'm seeing a car, and I hope it's not my mom, but anyway, I think it is. But anyways, like, she really proved them wrong. Like, she really proved them wrong. She never gave up. That's what I like about Ulona. Like, she's a better person than I am, because I would have told them off. The way, like, they were going about her, especially the aunts. Like, yo, that aunt, she was so mean. Like, she was so mean. But anyways, guys, the rain is getting worse, so now I'm just gonna continue with my makeup and then I'll wrap this up. distracted by the rain, so I'm just gonna carry on the video right now since the rain is quiet. And I'm gonna say that on the reunion, I felt as though I'm talking about Ntombi's in-laws, the grandmother and the mother-in-law, right? I think that Ntombi watched back what happened, and then I think she got fired up, and she was just like, you know what, at the reunion, I'm just gonna show them, I'm just gonna let it all out, and I'm just gonna, be what they want me to be, which is mean, right? Not what they want me to be, but how they describe me, and of which I thought that it was wrong of her. Not that what is happening, okay, not that like what she did was wrong, but I feel like she should have just let them expose themselves, because if there's something they did right on that show was choose a good host. Like Ula Kongo was the perfect person to be a host of that show, because she asked the right questions. She really roasted that grandmother in a very, very, very respectful way. She really, really roasted that grandmother in a very respectful way. Like, I really liked how she handled it, and she was not disrespectful in any way, which made that grandmother very defeated. She didn't know what to say. She didn't know how to defend herself. She was contradicting herself, changing things that what I like about reunion shows is that we watch back what happened, and then you need to answer what you said, and you're not going to say I didn't say that because we just watched it. And she tried to change that. No, I wasn't calling her a reject, this that, but then at the end of the day you did, because you did use the word reject. So yeah, I can't wait for the part 2 of the reunion. I know it's going to go off. I just saw the little clip that shows what's gonna happen, and I'm really, really disappointed, because it shows that Sipho and Lorna, my favorite couple, there's a little bit tension in the relationship. I wonder why. Something about an Uber. If you guys don't know, Sipho is a taxi driver, right? That's how they met. Lorna says she was getting on a taxi, and she loved the music that Sipho was playing, and I don't know what happened, but if you watch the show, you'd know their love story, right? So apparently Lorna probably uses Ubers now, which I don't see a problem with. I mean, like, Uber's more convenient, guys, than taxis. And I feel like to take a taxi, you need to be in a certain place. I don't think taxis are available in the suburbs. I might be wrong. And I also don't know where Lorna lives, right? But I feel like Uber is much more convenient. It fetches you at your gate. Other than a taxi, you have to go to the main road to catch a taxi, right? So if that's the reason why they broke up, then that is petty. I think that is petty. But we'll see on the part 2 what happens. I hope they can fix it, and I also wish that Sipho can work on his what's this, jealousy. Like, I feel like he's a very, very jealous person. He was jealous of his cousin. He was jealous of Lorna ironing his cousin's shirt, like, and I think he really, really needs to work on that. I think that would be the downfall of their relationship. And Sipho really, really loves Lorna, and if you look at the last episode where he proposed, it was beautiful. Like, I really thought that this is my couple, even though like I feel like at the end they all came together, even though Lorna and the sister nearly fought physically, but at the end, like, everything came together. The mother-in-law was there, the aunt was there, the sister was there, the cousin was there to witness the proposal. And yeah, not really sure about them accepting Lorna's child, but I mean, like, if Sipho does, then who are they to chip in their 2 cents? But we all know, like, Zulu families, they're always involved. Like, everything that happens, the family has to be involved, and that's part of the reason why I'm not dating a Zulu person, because I for one am a Zulu person, and I know how Zulu families are, and I really don't want to deal with that whole thing. I think this show really showed how Zulu cultures work. And that's another thing. When I watched the show for the first time, I thought, oh my god, this is a good show to show more about our culture, our Zulu culture, how we do things, how we go about, getting married. Like, the fact that there's a lot that needs to be done before you actually sign those marriage papers. But I feel like it also showed the type of people that Zulus are in a very, very bad way, and I didn't like that. Because we can be good people, we can be loving people, but the show just showed a different type of people. I really, really hope there's a season 2 of it, and we see new couples and new cultures as well. I wish they can bring like other cultures that we can learn from and about. And yeah, man, I'm cold. It's about to rain again. It looks like it's going to rain for the rest of the day. I'm happy to be back, guys. I'm happy to be on these YouTube streets again, and I really had to catch up. Like, I didn't take a break intentionally. I just had I had footage, but I had a problem editing that footage. So yeah, and I had space problems on my phone. Now it's load shedding problems. So right now I want to edit this video, export it in time, and probably upload it. But I think load shedding is about to go in like an hour or 2. I haven't checked the time, I don't know. But yeah, if it's not uploaded today, maybe tomorrow, But I really hope you guys like this look. It wasn't really about the look anyway, it was more about the show. If you don't know the show, please go watch it. It's really, really nice. Like, I love it personally. I love the show. Watch it. It's on 161. If you have catch up, you can catch up, because now there's only one part left. I think there's one part left, which is the reunion part 2 that is left, and then it's done. So, yeah, it was on Showmax. I wonder what happened. If you know, guys, please tell me what happened. The show was on Showmax, but then it just disappeared. Anyway, so I really hope you guys love this look. I know my lighting is bad. Like, it is bad. Using natural lighting is the pits. If you don't have a ring light, it's the pits. But hopefully I'll soon be blessed with a ring light, and I'll give you guys quality content. But for now, we have to settle for this. So here's the look. I did like a wing liner. Hope you guys can see it. And I just did a simple eyeshadow. Doesn't really look that simple anymore. One thing about me, I'll say I'm doing something simple, then it's just... Anyways, so I'll catch you guys in the next video, and hopefully that is soon, because I'm in the mood to film. Like, if it were up to me, I'll be filming another video, but I've got things to do, and also load shedding, and I have to charge my phone, and yeah, also space. Can't be having too many videos on my phone. Other than that, then I'm going to be in trouble. But anyways, guys, see you guys in my next video. Bye.